We're in today with the 2009 legendary HD 5970. This is a dual GPU and theoretically it needs a little more attention than a normal video card. I'm gonna pair it up with this i7 4790. I'm gonna see how it's performing today, and I'm gonna see if we can benefit from that 1 gig of VRAM with 256 bus width, compatible with DirectX 11, and it's got, this is the kicker, 1600 shaders on a 725 megahertz core clock with 1000 megahertz on the memory. This video card shouldn't be compatible with today's games, but this is an old video card. This is a 300 watts GPU. So imagine calling this inefficient. It's a video card that is good for collection. This is nothing efficient, you know, it's just building an old retro PC or having it for collection. That's it. Nevertheless, so if it's not working, only one core, I'm gonna force it with Optimize 101 and see if we can actually make the core run in dual. So let's jump in. You wanna hear it on maximum? Yeah? Maximum, yeah? All right, so I'm in Watch Dogs 1 with this HD 5970, and I'm a bit surprised that it's working in Crossfire. It's not very efficient for gaming in no kind of way. Seriously, look at it, 300 watts. You know, it's got maximum TDP. I mean, I think it's around 250 or something, because you can actually see the frame time is very, I should say, struggling to actually do the FPS. But it does deliver the average over 50 FPS, and in order to keep the temperature, in order to keep this temperature of 59 with 55 on both of the cores, I had to put the fan on 69% power, you know. But the VRAM, apparently it's used maximum 2 gig, because it's 1 gig of VRAM per core, you know, so it doesn't add. I actually managed to add it up, you know, 2 gig of VRAM. The cores are both working, 725, and theoretically only one fan on this video card is blower. You can literally hear it, you know. You can literally hear it, and it's got 3900 RPM. So I'm a little proud of it, seriously. Okay, GTA 4, I hear you. You're in Crossfire, and I like it. I like that both of the cores are working, you know. So let's take a look and see how the GPU is performing. Both of the core are running on 725 megahertz. That's perfect. 77-78% on the core load. It's ideal. Hopefully there is no glitches here. I got 200 FPS and only 600 megabytes of VRAM used. Let's take a ride in the city and see how the FPS is running. All right, so on 60% power on the fan, that single blower, apparently we get one of the cores to reach 58 degrees. That's okay, you know. There is some stutter here and there, but the FPS is always over 100. Let me take you to the settings and show you what graphics do I have. 1080p with low details. So I'm guessing you can actually V-Sync the crap of this game. Games that runs over 100 FPS, perfect scaling, and no glitches. I didn't see any glitches, you know, so you know that I like my AMD glitches. All right, let's jump in GTA 5 and see how we're doing. I'm gonna check out the settings we have here. DirectX 10, 1080p, everything on low details. Let's jump in and see how it's running online. Okay, I'm in with the 5970 GTA 5 online, yes? All right, let's take a look. First off, I have glitches around my character. You see them? Oh my God, there's a lot of glitches. There's not a lot of cars and pedestrian. What the heck is going on? I don't know what's going on, but apparently my Crossfire is still working. I can still play online. Damn. This is so interesting. So I have, what, 40% load on both of the cores. Maximum VRAM. Ooh, I got pedestrian back. I don't know why it was gone, but it was very funky. All right. I don't care, you know. On 54 degrees on the core, apparently with 60% load on the fan, You know, I think it's quite interesting to see how the video card is working. Let's go into the casino. Okay, in the casino, apparently I don't have a lot of glitches. See, around the head there is no glitches. Let's spin the wheel and maybe we can get lucky and get that card. But it's very disappointing that outside I got a lot of problem. Inside the casino I have nothing. Oh, come on, give me the car. I like vintage cars. Oh, P. You couldn't apparently starting to glitch. I've seen a lot of glitches with this video card, but the performance was on point, seriously. I'm actually surprised it's working with Crossfire on DirectX 10, seriously. Low detail, but it works, you know. I don't know if it's the memory or what's happening, you know, but I think it's from the drivers, you know. The VRAM, it's maxed out. Both of the cores have the same voltage, you know, but in order to keep those on under 60, you see in the fan, 3600 RPM. That's a lot, and it's loud, you know. That's 60% of the power. If you want even cooler, you can do it, but it sounds like a jet engine, seriously. But nearly maxed VRAM apparently offers you around 50 FPS in GTA 5, just in case. But this is not a video card for this type of game, seriously. I'm sorry. This is not the right game. I just wanted to see if it's working with Crossfire, and it's working. This is default mode, and yeah, GTA 5, well done. Alright, we're in Far Cry 3, apparently, on 1080p, DirectX 9, apparently you can switch it to a better DirectX, but I'm gonna keep it here. Apparently the scaling is perfect, full screen, quality on low details. I wanna see how it's running like this. So on 1080p, on low details, apparently the game is fantastic with the Crossfire. You can use VSync or increase the details in order to level the FPS. Apparently with this video card in Far Cry 3 you can get a lot of FPS apparently. So the scaling is working very nice because both of the cores are 96-97%. The temperature, what, 62 degrees with 58 on both of the cores. And yeah, the fan is on 60% and delivering that performance. It's a bit loud, but it's working. You actually have a decent experience if you're looking to build a retro PC with this 5970. So, does it work really nice? Yeah, it does. 200 FPS, nearly. I mean, 100 FPS. I'll consider it like this. Over 100 FPS in Far Cry 3. Now, the VRAM is not fully loaded, so that means you can lock it with the VSync. The details are really nice, so it depends on your taste, how you want it. Or put the details up, VSync it to 60 FPS or whatever FPS you desire, and that's it. Here is with frame 1 or frame 2 or something, and you can lock it to 30 or 60 FPS, or depending on which one you want. And I think 60 FPS will be ideal because this is a really nice game and you can have a lot of fun using this old video card. I like it. I like how it's working with this video card, seriously. Okay, we're in Far Cry 4. Yes, number 4 from Far Cry series with 5970. And it's lagging like alright. This is not what I was expecting, seriously. I actually thought it will do much better in Far Cry 4. But look at the frame time. Not funny. Both of the core are running on Crossfire, so we got both of the how shall I say, load equally. There is no glitches. So what's wrong with you? Something's wrong. VRAM is not loaded. The core is not loaded. So what's wrong? You're leaving the mission area. Okay, I'm going back. But I want to identify my problem. The VRAM is 1.5 gig of VRAM. So what's wrong? Why do you have 40 FPS? I'm a bit disappointed. 5970 apparently. Ah, no, it's 2 gig of VRAM. Oh my god, so it's bottlenecked by the VRAM. How about if I change the resolution? No, 720p. What do you think? On 720p with lowest details, the core is not loaded, only the VRAM, 1.8 gig of VRAM. But do remember that the VRAM is not 2 gig per core, it's 1 gig per core. So in this case, the VRAM is not enough for this game, apparently, from 5970. Very happy that the game is starting with this video card. I'm very happy that the Crossfire is working with this video card. But here's the bottleneck. You know, imagine 2009, yeah, and the game comes after 1 year or 2, and it says, I cannot run Far Cry 4 on a 5970. That was the peak of 2009, yeah, and it's running like with 720p, low details, VRAM maxed out. It's the same story we have today with the RTX 4090. All right, let's take a look on the Witcher 3. This is DirectX 11. I think on we are in low details with display 1080p. I want to see how it's running like this. 1080p low details. I don't want to stress or distress the GPU, you know. I just want to show you the real truth of this video card. This is not the right amount of FPS if you want to play Witchers with this video card. There's a lot of glitches. See the glitches? Yeah. So Crossfire, not ideal. It's very important to understand sometimes the core and the frequency on this type of GPU or on SLI, they don't run on the same frequency, and you can actually see that they are in balance. Hence why I want to see both of the cores frequency, both of the core voltage, or something like that, load, and everything. You know, even the temperature can be a dead giveaway that the GPU is not working in Crossfire or SLI, you know. So in our case here with Witchers, apparently the VRAM is the limitation, not the core. We had 1.9 gig of VRAM used, so it's bottlenecking there. The core apparently is 70%, is still capable of delivering, but aside from that, there are some glitches here and there, but that's it. Witcher is working with Crossfire. This is default mode, but yeah. VRAM limitation. So Dead Space, yes, Dead Space 2008. This is a 2009 video card, so let's see how it's running with a proper game. I mean, with a proper video card, you know, 1 year after the game was released. So let's double check the visuals. We are on custom, on high, 70%, 80%, nearly 80% on the code load. Same voltage on both of them. No, 1.1 volts on both of the core. There's nothing in balance here. 62. I mean, if it's reaching 70 degrees, I will not say no, because I would really like to lower that fan, because now it's working with 60% load on that blower and it's loud as hell. But I like the temperature, and I like keeping this type of GPU on check, you know, because they are very notorious on failing. But look, okay, I understand. Look at the VRAM, 500 megabytes of VRAM used maximum, and we're getting what, 150 FPS on average. Oh, this is the right game that is to be played on this video card. This is what I need. This is what I need for this video card. 5970, take note. This is your game. Okay, I'm in trouble with Assassin's Creed Syndicate, because I can actually see the limitation on the VRAM. This is 720p. Usually I set up the game like this when I'm on low details. So 720p low details with this video card, it's not ideal apparently. So it's lagging. It's lagging really hard apparently. The cores are not loaded. The core is not loaded. Both of the cores, frequency, the voltage, everything is okay. The temperature is quite okay, because it's nearly to half of the cores loaded. So if there is no load, I'm guessing there is no wattage, you know, to consume. So no wattage, no heat. But because of the VRAM, 1995, I got 20 FPS, and it's horrible. And it's really, really horrible FPS. This is not something that I would really like to play, seriously. I mean, if you're interested in finding the right Assassin's Creed, just tell me, because if this video gets 20 likes, we're gonna make a quad SLI only if you help me reach that number of likes, seriously. But it's running on Crossfire, 70% both of the cores, everything is okay, no glitches, no nothing, just doing its job. Crossfire at its best with HD 5970. Let's take a look on Metro and see how this game is performing. I think this is DirectX 9, DirectX 11 actually, maxed out. So, you know what I need? To criticize for the first time the cores on this video card. You understand? Look at it, 98% load on the cores and 1.5 gig of VRAM used. So theoretically, this video card for the first time with Metro, it's lagging both of the cores. Everything is working perfectly. I'm gonna take a look and see around the on the details. It really a masterpiece, this game, seriously. So if you're interested on playing older games like this is the right one, seriously. Building the perfect retro machine. Apparently this video card is doing a fantastic job with Metro. Yes, even though the game is designed for physics with NVIDIA, it still does a great job with this 5970. Well balanced, a lot of details, lights, everything. There's no glitches. All drivers is working with this one. 725 megahertz on both of the cores, 3600 rpm, so we can do 64 degrees on the core on one, because the second one is cooler because it's more outside. What do you think about Metro on maximum details with 5970? Definitely love the performance. Yeah, there's a lot of games that runs online and you can force them in Crossfire, but today I wanted to focus just a little more on that compatibility line. So if you're interested on having a video card like this, is for collection or retro. It's not to use it as a main video card. It's 300 watts. Why? It's a nice space heater. I mean, it's very warm in this room, seriously. But aside from that, yeah, no.